I teased this in the graphic at the end of the last video, but in case you missed that, Keenan Allen and Casey Hayward both suffered broken collarbones in the last game against the Los Angeles Rams. Our first loss of the season. Melvin Gordon is also still a little bit away from a return. It's worth noting these numbers are off by 1 week, as I captured this at the end of the last episode and before I had simmed ahead into the next week of the franchise. But one thing you may have noticed when I showed the injury report just now was that wide receiver Travis Benjamin is now healthy and ready to go for our upcoming stretch. So we did lose Keenan Allen, who was the leading receiver in the league this year and playing at an elite level, but we do get some help back in that area, and it doesn't take a hit to our depth. We don't have to play a guy like Vincent Jackson or Roosevelt Eugene, who aren't as good. We can just slide Travis Benjamin back into there. A little bit different of a receiver, but we're hoping that everybody can step up just a little bit on our offense to compensate for the lack of the elite talent at the top. And with the stretch that we have to end off the season, I decided to simulate these two games against the Chiefs and the Broncos. Although they are division rivals, they have a combined 3 wins, I think, between them. And that includes between these two games, as we won both of them, and we currently sit at 10-1 heading into our matchup in this episode. And we have a rough end of the year. We play several teams that are 500 or above to end the year. Actually, the rest of the teams we play after these two games that were simulated are against teams that are 500 or above. The 9-2 Bengals are going to be our opponent today. And then we are going to take on the 6-6 Cleveland Browns, who started out strong and haven't had the greatest season since then. They have fallen out of the race for the AFC North. It was a 3-team race for a very long time. We play the Pittsburgh Steelers, who we played in the AFC title game last year, and we know are more than just a big offense. They are reeling right now, but we will still be playing a great team, and a team that beat us without Ben Roethlisberger, who is currently hurt for them. And we have the Oakland Raiders left on our schedule, as well as a Sunday night matchup against the Seattle Seahawks, who were one of the last undefeateds in the NFL this year, so a tough rest of the schedule. And here are how things currently stand in the AFC. As you can see, Chargers, Bengals 1 and 2, the Patriots and Steelers right behind them, and the Jaguars currently in control of the AFC South, but a lot of teams vying for that playoff spot, that last wild card spot right there. But a lot of struggles you can see at the top. As I said, the Steelers were reeling. They lost Ben Roethlisberger, and he's actually scheduled to come back the game after we have to play them, so we kind of caught a lucky break there. The Colts, the team right behind the Jaguars in the AFC South, have lost 3 straight, so it's been an interesting playoff race up to this point, as the AFC has been a wild conference, wild ride this year. But it's time to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And also, this is the first game since the famous update that I don't really think very many people liked. I'm included. I don't think it's very good, but if you're wondering why at the top it says like user finesse move or user catch or anything like that, that is what the update added. It also doesn't really clarify when you score a touchdown anymore. I don't know if that's a visual bug or an intended purpose of the update, but that's how it is. So this game's going to be a little weird presentation-wise, but nothing I can really do about that. That's just the way the game is now. Time to get into the game. Travis Benjamin, back from injury, just made the grab right there. It's now 3rd down and 4 from midfield. Rivers dropping back, going left side to Hunter Henry, going to make that grab. Kind of a little bit of an unnecessary effort right there. He probably could have just caught it normally, but now operating out of the pistol, 2nd down and 5, setting up the screen for CJ Prosise, missed tackle in the backfield, and he is going to work his way upfield to the 24-yard line, and that is going to put the Chargers almost in the red zone. 2nd down and 11, gets sacked. Phillip Rivers by Geno Atkins, his 5th sack of the season, makes it 3rd down and 19. And now running some play action, a almost hit Craig Brink, and he is going to force 2 missed tackles, and he's showing off his speed right there, and that's why he's on the field right now. He is making plays with his speed in the open field, scores the touchdown there on 3rd down and 19. Cincinnati gets all the way down to the 3-yard line. Giovanni Bernard runs into his own lineman, fumbles it. Clinton Dix picks it up, and there is no doubt about this one. This is going to be a touchdown, as Tyler Eifert is not going to be able to catch up to him, although he makes it an interesting race toward the end right here. A 99-yard fumble return touchdown for Clinton Dix. That's the 2nd touchdown by a safety this season for the Chargers. That opens this game up to a 2-touchdown lead, but Cincinnati would get the ball back. That is going to be Brandon LaFell on the pass from Andy Dalton right there. 1st down and 10 from the 39-yard line. Dalton dropping back, almost gets hit once again. Finds Giovanni Bernard, but he has enough space to make a play in the open field and get across midfield into Charger territory. Now from the 45, play action going left side, and that is going to be caught despite the the contest by the corner right there. I believe that was Antoine Benford. And now Giovanni Bernard finding a hole up the middle, and that is going to be even more yardage than that. It was a 15-yard run, and they're going to tack on a penalty onto that, half the distance to the goal, and that is going to be a face mask on Dondre McKee. A relatively mistake-free rookie season for him, but still commits the penalty right there. And now Andy Dalton dropping back, trying to set up screen, and this is going to be Alex Collins, and he is going to run left side touchdown, 8 yards out, and just bad defense by the Chargers on that play. Should have recognized the screen a little bit earlier, but pumped by Andy Dalton, and he's going to get chased down. Joey Bosa had a 3-sack afternoon. He's going to make a 2nd down and 18 right there for the Bengals, but the defense wouldn't really hold here as a missed tackle by Jason Barrett, who is struggling this season, is Brandon LaFell is going to get down to 3rd and 4, and now Giovanni Bernard making a play in the open field once again. Down to the 13, it is 2nd down and 6, and this is going to go left side to Tyler Eifert, stiff arms Antoine Benford, and he is going to just pick up a 1st down right there. Safety came over to tackle him just a little bit too late, but now Dalton going to find Eifert once again, and this time he is going to be taken down by Antoine Benford. And now from the 4-yard line, 2nd down and goal, operating out of the pistol, Giovanni Bernard is going to be stopped at the 2-yard line, but 3rd down and goal now, and they are going to be able to score this time, and that makes it 17-14. The Bengals take the lead after being down 14. They have scored 17 unanswered points. Now the Chargers operating out of 5 wide right here. That's going to be Devontae Adams. As Philip Rivers has had a up and down day. He's thrown an interception so far, but otherwise been pretty spotless in his deliveries, not getting a whole lot of help from his offensive line. Now Devontae Adams making a play right here, shaking off the defender, gets tackled at the ankles, but he is going to pick up a 1st down. Now to the 41, and you'll see we were making a substitution at right guard, as you see Heath Veal in the game, and he makes a couple of nice blocking plays right there. As I was sick of Matt Slauson and his rough performance on the day. And now 3rd down and 9. Nobody open down the field, so we're just going to throw something up, try to help the receiver make a play. He doesn't, but it is going to result in a field goal. And now a missed tackle by the Chargers right there is going to result in a 1st down for Cincinnati. Now 2nd down and 8, tied at 17. This is going to be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Giovanni Bernard fakes one man out, shakes a tackle, but he is going to be taken down on the play. That ends the 3rd quarter, and now we are going into the 4th here early on, 2nd down and 12. Giovanni Bernard makes another miss. Once again, Joey Bosa just misses the tackle right there. Next set of downs, 3rd down and 2 for Cincinnati. Andy Dalton going left side, and that is going to be caught for a 1st down. Not a lot of room to operate after the catch, but it is going to pick up the necessary yardage to get a 1st down. And now it's a goal-to-go situation again, and the Chargers have been good on 1st and 2nd down in these situations today, but haven't been able to hold on 3rd. And this is going to be the same case right here. First 2 downs, they get a stop. Can they get a stop on 3rd down? Spreading out, 5 wide, Andy Dalton going over the middle, and Denzel Perryman can't make the play on the ball right there. Cincinnati is going to score, and they take a 24-17 lead, as they have been in control of this game ever since the 14-0 lead, and they are going to force a fumble right there. Heath Veal is going to pick it up and try to get a couple yards back. Unfortunately, not a whole lot out of that. Sets up 3rd down and 22. Watch the safety on this play. Craig Brink running a streak. The safety comes down on a blitz, and Craig Brink is going to pick up the 1st down on 3rd down and 22. The Chargers have life. CJ Prosise not getting much help from our offensive line today, but he is going to have a decent run right there. Only 64 yards on 19 carries. A good Cincinnati defensive line combined with the struggles our O-line has had run blocking this year are not really making for a good combination. 3rd down and 3, and we need 3 yards obviously right here, and we're going to go to Travis Benjamin. I think I made that mistake more than enough times at this point, but Travis Benjamin is going to pick up the 1st down right there. 3rd down and 4. Now Hunter Henry is going to pick up a 1st down to the 16-yard line, and the Chargers are in the red zone for only the 2nd time today, and now going to go over the middle to Hunter Henry, or actually I don't remember where the field goal was from. Might be the 3rd time on the afternoon, but not a lot of red zone trips for the Chargers today. Now from the 5-yard line, Devontae Adams on the slant, perfect ball placement, perfect route run, great play call by the Chargers right there, and they're going to tie this one up. The teams would exchange 3 and outs after that, so Cincinnati takes over with the ball with 1 minute left to go, and that is going to be a wide open man down the field for Cincinnati, and they get to the 46-yard line. Can Dalton do it once again? Goes to Giovanni Bernard. He's going to pick up a 1st down, and he is to the 40 now. and the Bengals are going to try to run this one to get into better field goal position. Now out of the I form, going to be stopped by Denzel Perryman, but does pick up 2 yards. And if they can get a good run here, they'll be in prime position to potentially tie this game. And Giovanni Bernard picks up 4 right there, setting the Bengals up for a potential game winner. And they have one of the best kickers in the league to do it. Ryan Suckup lining up. And the kick is up, and it is just good. And the Chargers are down 3 with just a second left. There is going to be a chance on the ensuing kickoff to make something happen, and Roosevelt Eugene has made things happen before in the returning game. He's going to cut, but he can't quite get an opening, and that's going to do it for this one. The Chargers fall for only the 2nd time all season, and the Cincinnati Bengals officially take control of the top seed in the AFC. Both teams have a 10-2 record, but with a head-to-head victory, the Bengals secure a tiebreaker. And actually, with this win, both teams are going to be securing a playoff spot in the AFC this year, as Andy Dalton just had a field day on the Chargers. It wasn't even like a game manager thing. A lot of plays were made after the catch by players like Giovanni Bernard, but really, we just couldn't contain their offense. Couldn't get a pass rush going outside of Joey Bosa. We were settling for kind of quick completions, not trying to make plays down the field, which works in a vacuum, but if we could have gotten a couple big plays, we might have potentially made this game not as close, and their run defense was excellent today. Between the linebackers, the defensive line, we just could not get anything going in that category. And outside of Joey Bosa, as I said, we just could not get a pass rush. Andy Dalton was almost perfect on the afternoon, and really, like, it was a much closer game than it should have been. The Bengals killed us in pretty much all facets. Defensively, they were better. Offensively, they were better. And even in the kicking game, Greg Zuerlein missed 2 field goals. It was a killer for us. So that's going to do it for this game. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for more Chargers franchise in Madden 17. We have a rough schedule to close out the year as we play the Steelers, Seahawks, and the Raiders to close out the season after the next game against the Browns, which we will be simulating. So thanks for watching. See you next time.